chain swinging. This that music, you can blame Reagan. I'm ball mayin' without paying. Y'all playing, we playing. My Himalayan. Gallardo, that's a sacrificial lamb. I'm seasoned Cam, no matter, blam.
Pulling up with the coupe.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was designed with the stars, the square.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Cowboys going up against the Saints.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 32-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Breeze. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Kill.
Gabriel, the man in motion. On third and long, it's Breeze. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. First down throw for Prescott. And his first look is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3-and-out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3-and-out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3-and-out. I went 3-and-out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. He lets it go deep for Fleener. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And out now come the Cowboys. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On second down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And able to find Green. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. from the red zone now. Prescott. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, Breeze. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Like 50, like 50. 12, 53. Ready, easy. Under 10, under 10, 10. Ready.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down.
Hey, easy. Ready. 5-9. 53. Easy, kill. Check. 1-8.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints. Fresh set of downs here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Hey, ready. Hey, we got 4 down. 1-8. I'm ready. Got it. Switch. Left.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taylor Gabriel, 43 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. 7 yards on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
He may try and run for this. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop the shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A.J. Green, 52 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Breeze. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Kamara. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Breeze going to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Prescott to throw it. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. So the D-line's going to spread out. Prescott now. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch him on their heels.
Here's Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, Prescott. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to go up top for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Sammy! Hey, got three down.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this? It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. A.J. Green, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Twisting away. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Breeze looking long for Thomas. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Prescott off play action. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taking on the midfield logo. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down and 4. Again, it's Kamara. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Ready. Like 50.
Here's Kamara, try to run for it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Easy. Alert. Easy, opposite. 6-man. Under. Check curls.
They run it again with Kamara. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 11. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
1st down, Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Alex Okafor bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The slot man in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bailey able to knock it through. and that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, Monday. Hey, we got four down.
On 1st down, Breeze. And it's caught, Kobe Flainer. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Breeze now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Remember, 5 fourth-quarter comebacks for Prescott as a rookie last year, so he's used to this.
The Dak attack is alive and well, and they feel...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Throwing, Prescott, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Cowboys on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third down and 12. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Shift together here from the D-line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's brought down. And an overtime playoff game, but the rules... So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition, Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not...
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags, and in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest, they get to keep playing.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.